Party has got to, where we've lost all of our moral authority over this issue. And more than that, that we've caused real damage to people out there in the country. I'm angry about that too, and I'm really, really sorry. But you deserve more than my anger and my sorrow. As many of my friends who've had to bear the brunt of fighting these battles on the front line over the last few years, Luciana, Ruth, Louise, who haven't just had to fight racism, they've had to fight misogyny as well in our party. As they have said to me many, many times before, what they want most is honesty and they want action. And antisemitism, let's be honest, is a particular sort of racism. It is different to other sorts of racism. It is the sort of racism that punches up, not down, that argues that Jewish people are privileged and powerful, and because there are people on the left who believe that their job is to challenge privilege and power, therefore wrongly and disgracefully argue that Jewish people are a legitimate target for racism. That is what has been allowed to enter our party, and it is a poison. It is the canary in the coal mine, and unless it is addressed, it will poison us and everything that we do. And that is why, when I served in the shadow cabinet, the only time I broke collective responsibility and spoke out against my own party leadership was when there was a high-profile case of antisemitism and a complete and utter refusal to deal with it and to follow our rules and to issue a suspension from the top of the party. And by refusing to speak out, we gave the green light to anti-Semites that they had a natural home in the Labour Party. And I spoke out because not to do so would have made me complicit in something I wasn't prepared to tolerate. Now, Luciana said to me not long after that, "This cannot be my fight alone." I understood that, and I recognised that. I recognised that because I know what racism feels like. I'm half Indian, and my dad has experienced racism all his life. And it should never be left to those who are dealing with this and experiencing this to fight those battles. So whether it was on the mural, on the definition of anti-Semitism, or on those brave, brave whistleblowers who spoke out from the Labour Party, I have stood up and spoken out over and over again because this will never be your fight alone. So let me say this. Honesty is needed, a reckoning with how badly we have let you down, and action is necessary. As a bare minimum, I will implement the EHRC recommendations, but that is a minimum, and that is my promise to you. And I will implement an independent process, because never ever again should we or can we allow factions or friends of the leadership to interfere in our fight against racism in all its forms and in tackling anti-Semitism. That is my promise to you, and I'll tell you why. One, because it's the right thing to do, and you are owed and deserve this. As the affiliate that helped to found this party, you are owed nothing less. But two, because this is existential for the Labour Party. We cannot claim to be the party that will build a more compassionate, fairer, equal society, free from discrimination, if we cannot even get this right in our own party. I have spoken out over and over again over the last 3 years. At times I've been told I will be deselected for doing it, but I promise you, never again will people like me, and most of all, like many of you in this room, be forced to choose between standing up for what is right and standing up for the Labour Party. That is the leadership I will show.